Next-gen vibes. Coco Gauff, 21, embraces rising teen stars at Australian Open face screaming in fear tennis. Next-gen vibes. At just 21 years old, Coco Gauff is already a leader of tennis's new generation, and the 2026 Australian Open is proving just how exciting that future looks. As rising teenage stars make their presence felt across Melbourne, Gauff has openly embraced the next wave of talent, spending time with emerging players and celebrating the youthful energy sweeping through the tournament. Rather than viewing the teen surge as pressure or competition, Coco sees it as motivation. Her relaxed confidence, openness, and maturity beyond her years highlight why she's become a role model for young players around the world. From practice courts to off-court moments, Gauff's interactions with fellow teens reflect a shared journey. Players growing, learning, and chasing Grand Slam dreams together. This Australian Open isn't just about wins and losses. It's about a generational shift. With fearless newcomers stepping onto the big stage, the tour feels refreshed, fast, and unpredictable. Coco Gauff stands at the center of it all. Still young herself, already experienced, guiding and inspiring the next generation while continuing her own quest for Grand Slam glory. The future of tennis isn't coming. It's already here. Face screaming in fear tennis. Melbourne isn't just hosting tennis this year. It's hosting the future. At just 21 years old, Coco Gauff walks through the gates of Melbourne Park no longer as the wide-eyed teenager fans once marveled at, but as something far more powerful. Backhand index pointing right, a leader of the next generation backhand index pointing right, a bridge between eras. Backhand index pointing right, a symbol of what modern tennis is becoming. And at the Australian Open, one thing is impossible to ignore. Coco Gauff is embracing the rising teen stars, welcoming them, guiding them, and standing shoulder to shoulder with the next wave of greatness. This isn't just a tournament. It's a passing of the torch in real time. From teen sensation to next-gen leader. It feels like yesterday when Coco Gauff shocked the world at 15, stepping onto center court at Wimbledon and defeating Venus Williams with fearless confidence. Back then, she was a teen star. Now, she's the one teens are looking up to. At 21, Coco stands in a rare space. Still young enough to feel the pressure of being next. Experienced enough to understand the weight of expectations. Mature enough to guide others through the storm she already survived. It's crazy. Coco smiled in Melbourne. I remember being the youngest one in the locker room. Now I see these teens coming in and I want them to feel supported. That mindset is changing the culture of women's tennis. Australian Open 2026. A youth movement ignites. This year's Australian Open has become a festival of youth. Teenagers are everywhere. Fearless baseline hitters. Unafraid of big names. Playing with joy, creativity, and hunger. And instead of distancing herself, Coco Gauff is doing something unexpected and powerful. She's embracing them. You'll see her talking with young players during practice sessions, sharing laughs in player areas, offering quiet encouragement before big matches. No ego, no hierarchy, just next-gen unity. We're all figuring it out, Coco said. Age doesn't matter. Courage does. Why Coco's role matters more than ever. Tennis has changed. This generation isn't built on fear. It's built on connection, authenticity, and confidence. Coco understands that better than anyone. She grew up under social media pressure, viral moments, unrealistic expectations, global scrutiny before adulthood, and she knows how lonely that path can feel. That's why her presence with younger players at the AO is more than friendly. It's protective. I don't want them to feel like they're alone, she admitted, because I know how that feels. That honesty resonates deeply. Locker room energy, no more barriers. In previous eras, age gaps created silence. Not anymore. At Melbourne Park, the locker room buzzes with conversations, shared playlists, light-hearted jokes, tactical chats, and Coco is often right in the middle. Not as a boss, not as a star demanding space, but as a peer who understands the moment. She makes it feel normal, one teenage player said quietly, like we belong here. That's leadership without speeches. On court, leading by example. Coco's influence doesn't stop off the court. On it, she shows young players how to compete without losing yourself. Her matches at the Australian Open reflect emotional control, tactical patience, explosive athleticism, joy even under pressure. She fist pumps. She smiles. She fights. But she also accepts mistakes, and that message is powerful for teens watching from across the net. Seeing her stay calm helps me, a rising teen admitted. It reminds me that it's okay to grow. The beauty of being 21 in tennis today. At 21, Coco Gauff exists in a perfect storm, young enough to inspire teens, old enough to command respect, brave enough to be authentic. She doesn't hide her nerves. She doesn't pretend to have all the answers. Instead, she shows something rare in elite sports. Growth is allowed. I'm still learning, too, Coco said. And that's okay. That message is redefining what success looks like in tennis. Fans feel the shift. Fans in Melbourne feel it. Viewers around the world feel it. Social media is flooded with comments like, "This generation is different loudly crying face tennis." Coco is leading without ego, Purple Heart. The future of women's tennis is so bright. The energy is contagious. It's not just about trophies anymore. It's about community, confidence, and connection. Passing confidence, not pressure. One of the most important things Coco offers younger players is this. Backhand index pointing right freedom from fear. She doesn't warn them about pressure. She doesn't dramatize the spotlight. She reframes it. The crowd is energy, she told a team before a match. Use it. Don't fight it. That advice alone can change careers. Because pressure kills talent, but belief unlocks it. A generation without fear. This next generation of players hits bigger, moves faster, thinks freer, expresses emotion openly. And Coco Gauff fits right into that identity, while still grounding it with experience. She's not separating herself from the youth movement. She is the youth movement, just evolved. Australian Open becomes a preview of the future. Watching Coco interact with rising teens at the AO feels like watching the future of tennis assemble itself. Not divided, not isolated, but united. This is just the beginning, Coco said confidently. There's so much talent coming. It excites me, and it excites fans too, because the future doesn't look cold or ruthless. It looks bold, joyful, and connected. What this means for women's tennis. Coco Gauff embracing teen stars sends a message louder than any press conference. You don't have to lose your humanity to be elite. You don't have to tear others down to rise. You can compete fiercely, support openly, lead authentically. That mindset will shape women's tennis for years. Final word. Next Gen Energy is here. Coco Gauff, at 21, isn't just chasing titles at the Australian Open. She's doing something bigger. She's welcoming the future, protecting young voices, redefining leadership, proving that greatness can be kind. The next generation isn't waiting anymore. They're here. And Coco Gauff is right at the center, not above them, but with them. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.